Hello, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today as we embark on a journey into the world of database layout. The significance of ERD and crow's foot notation ERD cannot be overstated. So, me and my team over here, Dushyant Singh, Manpreet Kaur, and Ramandeep. Our goal today is to demonstrate how the right database design can revolutionize records management within organizations. But before we dive into the details, I want to make it clear that this presentation is not just us talking to you, it's us having a conversation and sharing our ideas. So, in this presentation, we've tried to make the complex world of databases more accessible. We've represented the relationships between different entities with all the constraints related to the tables, and we have provided the SQL codes along with our reports and everything. And we have provided an explanation with proper diagrams, including all the attributes and cardinalities. So, shall we get started? So we have set the base. Now we've established it and the importance of database design and ERDs. Let's take a step back and look at the background. Understanding the context is very crucial in appreciating why a well-structured database is essential. In the business world, face numerous organizations face numerous challenges when it comes to managing their data effectively. Think of the vast amount of information they deal with daily: customer records, product details, employee information, and so much more. Keeping this data organized, secure, and accessible is a significant challenge. This is where a well designed database comes into play. It's just not about arranging data neatly, it's about ensuring data integrity, security, and scalability. It's about creating a framework that can adapt and grow with the organization's needs. What we are going to show is a very tangible example of well-structured representation of data relationships. It's a diagram that brings clarity to the complexity of data, making it easier for organizations to manage their information effectively. And as we move forward, we'll also discuss some best practices in database design. These practices emphasize the importance of following industry standards and guidelines, guiding organizations toward creating robust and reliable databases. So let's explore the background and challenges organizations face when it comes to data management. Let's discuss. Let's define the significant role that well-structured database play in efficient data management for agencies. Let's discover the demanding situations that organizations may also the face inside the realm of database layout. It will all We will talk about common pitfalls and capability roadblocks and offer insights on how to overcome them. Moreover, it may comment on emerging traits in the field of database design, which include SQL databases and massive facts, offering a glimpse into the future of statistics development. Just as the diagram shows about PostgreSQL Server, how it works with databases, and the roles, table spaces, and many other things. It's where it additionally elaborates on the feature of ERDs as powerful visual equipment to make sense of complicated information systems. Now I will let Manpreet take over the presentation.
ID diagram, it's the attribute and values relationship. It's just not between the entities and attributes, but it is within them. So next slide, please. The Here we have table related to pattern and stores and department, employees, orders, customers, products. They have different kind of relationship among them. So first starting with the pattern, it has relationship with employees. One sponsor or a pattern can sponsor many employees. He have option to he can sponsor zero or many employees. And the employees relationship is with the customer. As it is shown, many customer may be indulged with one employee, so there is one to many relationship with employee and customer. Further, coming to the products, many products can be used by one customer. So as customer can refer to many of the products, so there is one to many relationship among products and customers. So coming to the orders, A product may be ordered by different departments or stores. So a single product may have many orders. So this is the relationship shown one to many. Likewise, the ERD show within relationship in the diagrams. So it is not just between different attributes and values have a relationship among the database. So concluding this, it showed the fact that contribute to more comprehensive know-how to enterprise operation, and this code exemplifies the significance of meticulous database design in handling organizational statistics efficiently. The belief encapsulate the key takeaway from the SQL code and its implication for the management. So further on will be carried by Raman.
So I'm going to
So
discuss
I'm going to
about the
discuss
cross-foot
about the
notation.
crow's
Firstly, I
foot
will let you know
notation.
the
Firstly, I will
definition of
let
the
you know the
cross-foot
definition
notation.
of the crow's foot
And for
notation.
the
And
defining the
before defining the crow's foot notation, we are having definitions like entity and attributes. Firstly, I will let you know about what is an entity. An entity is a kind of object in a database, and attributes contains the properties of an entity. So in cross foot notation, we are having the relationship between the entities and attributes that shows the entity relationship diagram. So cross foot notation is a graphical representation of entity relationship, and here we are having one major definition that we can say the cardinality. It shows the parameter and the relationship between different entities and the attributes. As we know, the database is not contain only a single entity, and a big database have a different entities, and entity have a different attributes. So today we discuss about the cross foot notation, which shows the comprehensive visualization of a database machine. And next, I'll show the one relationship in between the diagram. Here we are having different entities like department, store, patron, employee, customer, products, and orders. For these entities, all of them have the different relationships among them, which has been shown in the in the given diagram. Like for the department, it has various employees, so it is having a one-to-many relationship. For the patron, it may have one mandatory or many employees for that. Likewise, each entity is having different attributes as well. Like we can take the example of departments. For the departments, the department is an and it consists of see the crow's foot notation. We can say the crow's foot notation presents various attributes of the model, and it illustrates that every branch may additionally hire more than one person, while each employee is related to a particular branch. To conclude it, we can say the crow's foot notation diagram serves an effective visual representation of the center database and entities and their problematic relationships. And it shows the various symbols of cardinality. Like we can say it is having a horizontal line. On that, it is having the various symbols like zero to many, like the vertical short line that shows zero to one, we can say, and the many that shows the crow's foot. That is why it is called as crow's foot notations. Notations are the indicators of the relationship between the entity and the relationships, and the diagram underscores the important functions of based records and control and strong database layout that shows the statistics in a business database. So further, Dushyant will discuss about the further points.
Hey, I'm Dushyant, and I'll be talking about this uh, furnished database as a whole. So this furnished database represents a dependent framework for building with facts inside an integrated organization. So, and it encapsulates the critical built-in entities, relationships, and integrated reaction in a well-built manner. This integrated control in this built-in organization is built into three center table: the store, department, and employees, as discussed by Raman. So this all is well structured, and each of the entities serves its purpose and is connected to the other one. And if we talk about the SQL code, the store table, each store is uniquely recognized through a store ID as a primary key built in. allows integrated the categorization of stores based totally on their built-in individual attributes, whereas a branch test, the branch table delves into the organizational structure via monitoring departmental built-in integration. Each department is associated with a selected store through a store ID foreign key, fostering a hierarchical coding. This desk reflects the various capabilities built into every store from HR and accounts to finance. And if I talk about the findings of this research, which I'll delve into right now. This prepared data structure, it permits integrated stream, built-in facts retrieval and evaluation. This built-in integrated and the built-in choice make build making allows us to perform various tasks such as the worker desk. The employee table represents the character integrated body of worker. It establishes a connection with the branch via a department ID foreign key. Key attributes like embody like the employee ID, mobile, email, TFN, salary, and other join their data. So this shows that there are different attributes that makes an entity, and thus that entity is connected to different entities, making it easier to access all the entities. So these are the challenges and the solution faced by us. So the integrated stored as column names are built inconsistence, which could built in confusion with an extra parenthesis. The built-in integrated information accuracy and consistency is an overall built-in. The built-in integrated validation and the built-in sanitization ought to be carried out to mitigate the capacity mistakes. Address building the built-in consistency column names may be resolved by the means of the integrated uniformity, the correct typographical errors, and the integrated building of the greater parentheses of the like the joining date data subject is vital to preserving integrated like statistic integrity. The built-in rigorous validation and the built-in sanitization technique can show the inaccurate built-in data. Thus, to beautify records integrated control, it is a relational database management system with a number of record entity constraints that can offer these 30 solutions. So in conclusion, the code underscores the importance of the meticulous database design built in with the information retrieval and evaluation, critical for the knowledge of the integrated addressing column name, thus the consistency, the inconsistencies that are faced in the code, like for caused by typographical mistakes and the built-in record validation and integrated sanitizations, these are essential to preserve integrated database. Additionally, the adoption of RDBMS and the status quo of users getting the right to entity and controls can build in up beef up the integrated management system. So as I have discussed, all these problems can cause the database to not be used correctly. But if we overcome this situation, this certain SQL database will serve the Australian manufacturing company in a very good manner as they move on from the manual database recording to this digital database recording system, and it will help them in a major way. Will save them paperwork, will save them time, and stream down the process. Thank you. That's all.
So yeah, moving forward and concluding the presentation, you might have came. So moving forward and ending the presentation, we came across different parts of ERD notations and diagrams. So while we are ending this presentation, you might have came across introductions and conclusions a lot of times. So because all of the slides and everything was meant uh, created by everyone individually, so everyone has their introduction and everyone has their conclusions. I hope that might clear out the doubts at last. So thank you everyone, and yeah, that's all from our side.